Hello everyone, welcome to the first installment of Weekly Wellness, hosted by Great Falls College MSU's Office of Student Engagement. I'm Bree, and each week we'll look at simple yoga practices and mindfulness activities that will help bring balance to stress, anxiety, and the overall experience of being a student. You don't need anything special to practice with us, but you might want to be comfortable. Leggings, sweatpants, or even pajama pants will work just fine. Most of what we'll do is geared to help you take a short break at your desk, so you can certainly be sitting in your desk chair. However, if you want to break from your workspace and don't have a yoga mat, a beach towel will work just fine, or even a cushion or pillow. So go ahead, pause the video, grab whatever you want to help yourself get situated, and then come on back when you're ready. Welcome back. So today's practice will be nice and gentle, and we'll stay mostly in sitting position. Our practice today is geared towards bringing connection back to the mind and the body experience. This week, the last couple weeks, most of us have kind of been out of our body, all up in our head with a lot of stress and anxiety, worry of the future, worry through uncertainty. And so when we get that way, we're sort of out of what's happening physically in our body and our mind takes over. Sound familiar? So we'll just practice some simple breathing techniques that will help draw ourselves back down into our body to remind us that we're human, living this human experience, and that we do have a little bit of control and navigation over how we feel and our experience, okay? It may not feel like that now, but hopefully after we practice breathing, you might feel a little bit more centered and understand what I'm saying now. So let's take a moment. Find yourself seated. If you want to sit at your desk chair, simply sit with your legs down in front of you, your feet planted firmly on the floor, probably scooting your tush towards the edge of the chair so that you can have a really nice stability and you're not slumped over. If you're joining me on the floor on a mat, I'm on a cushion, so you can go ahead and sit on either a pillow or cushion. And we'll just find that space on our sitting bones, those two bones right beneath us, where we can really lift up from our sitting bones up through the spine. We've likely been hunched over like this, checking our phones for updates or working on our classes. So now we want to kind of draw ourselves back and really plant ourselves down and go ahead and wiggle a little bit. Once you find that space, we'll just bring our hands gently to our thighs or our knees. Okay, we're not worrying too much about where they are. We're just simply getting in a nice, comfortable position. From here, go ahead and gently close your eyes. And without moving or changing anything, just notice how the body feels here. It might not take much. Maybe the thighs or the hips are already screaming, saying, "Pay attention to me." Maybe you can notice some other smaller voices coming from the body. Maybe the neck, or even maybe the thoughts in general. So we're just noticing sort of our base stance, just how we are in autopilot. And then go ahead and start to make tiny little adjustments to notice where the hips are and see if you can bring the hips a little bit more central to the sits bones. You might either be naturally farther back or naturally falling forward. So just bringing those hips a little bit over the sits bones. And then drawing the shoulders up to the ears and drawing them back down the chest to let them open up the chest and then also align over the hips. This opening allows us to really plant into our sits bones and then lift up through the crown of the head, lengthening the neck. And then tuck the chin just slightly to really feel that length in the back of the neck. And for a lot of us who are hunched over for most of our day, this can feel really nice. And if it doesn't, just observe. That's okay too. You're not doing it wrong. It just is how it is in your body. And then just notice the way that you're breathing. If you've had a bit of a rush morning, you might find that you're breathing really shallow in the upper chest. If you've had a really lazy, luxurious morning, maybe you're already breathing more deeply. So no judgment of ourselves, just noticing our experience. It's not good or bad, it just is. And we're just noticing so that we can begin to make more informed decisions about how we interact with the world. So when you are ready, go ahead and draw the breath down deep into the belly. And you can even bring a hand to the belly to help you feel the belly push out as you breathe in deeply. And then let it go. And then breathe in deeply into the belly. And then go ahead and let it go. And one more, breathe deep into the belly, feeling the belly expand like a balloon. And let it go. And then just simply notice your natural breath. Let it return to its natural rhythm. And just notice if anything shifted, opened, moved. Even noticing if nothing shifted quite yet. Again, all good things, all actually neutral things, not good or bad, just observing your experience. Just breathing here. And then one more deep breath into the belly. And exhale, let it go. And we'll slowly open the eyes and draw the palms together at the heart center. And then lift the heart or the sternum into the thumbs to get that lift in the back of the neck. Elbows come out to the side, and then simply take a deep breath in. And then exhale, draw the chin down to the chest, stretch the back of the neck. Breathe here, opening up, lifting up through the sits bones. And it can help to engage the core. If you imagine the belly button going towards the spine, it can bring a little bit of an uplift so we're not hunching over. Couple more breaths to release the spine, pressing actively the palms together. And one more deep breath in. Smile a little bit as you exhale. We'll bring the palms back down to the knees. You can gently lift the chin up to center, and then go ahead and draw the nose over to the right side, dropping the left shoulder. Inhale back through center. Draw the nose over to the other side, dropping the right shoulder. A little smile on the face can help stretch these muscles a little bit further. Over to the opposite side. And then one more. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the left side, dropping that right shoulder. And inhale through center. Good. So a lot of times we talk about having stress building up on our shoulders, or even like when we're cranky, we have a chip on our shoulder. So all these metaphors are purposeful. The weight is maybe weighing us down and we're kind of scrunching to hold up the weight. So this next movement is to help us just let go of whatever's on our shoulders. So take a moment, close your eyes. I know it doesn't feel good to visualize our stress, but it does help to name it. So think about the things or consider what comes to your mind first when you close your eyes and think, my stress. Is it schoolwork? Is it the shift from work, from having an in-class experience to now having to do your classes online? Is it managing a loss of finances? Is it managing being around your family? Is it loss of daycare and added stress of parenthood? Whatever that is, it'll work itself out eventually, right? We've been through stressful experiences before. And so I don't say this to say that what you're experiencing or what we're experiencing is to be taken lightly. But we're inviting a space where we can just let go of it for a moment, to get back to who we are in our core, beneath these layers of stress, to allow ourselves just at least a few moments to put these things down and to come back to ourselves, to recharge so that we can then address those things that are stressing us out, and to activate creative problem solving and the personal energy to go about our lives that are so weird and different and topsy-turvy in this moment in history. So I say all this to bring us to a sense of what's kind of making our shoulders rise up. And as we move through, let's go ahead and draw our hands back down to our knees or our thighs. Go ahead and get your stable spine lifting through the sits bones, lifting through the crown of the head. Eyes can come open or you can close. And we'll inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. So we're lifting all that stress. Deep breath in, and then exhale, roll them back down. And as you're rolling them back down your chest, imagine that everything that's stressing you is just melting like wax. It's all just melting down and letting itself go. It's not disappearing, it's just coming and releasing itself from your shoulders. 'Cause we can't do anything if it's here. We've got to take it off so that we can do something with it creatively. So inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, let them drop down. Everything melts off. Candle wax, ice, whatever you want to picture it. Inhale, shoulders come up, and exhale, let it go. And one more, inhale, shoulders forward and up, and exhale, let it drop. Just take a moment here, maybe a slight smile on the face. Breathing towards the belly, eyes closed. Just noticing if anything's changed, if anything's shifted. Maybe the thoughts feel lighter. And then when you're ready, we'll reverse it. So inhale, scoop the shoulders back up to the ears, and exhale, curl them down. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears, roll them forward, and exhale down. And two more times. Inhale, the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, roll them down. And last time, up. And really drop everything, let it go. Come on back to center. Just take a moment. Breathe into the belly. You've got this. You were strong before. You are strong now. You will be strong tomorrow. You have courage within you. You know patience. You know peace. We'll draw our hands to heart center here, lifting the sternum up into the thumbs. One more time, pressing the fingers together, the palms together. Inhale up through the crown of the head. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest. Lifting up through the sits bones. Really, one more time, stretch through those shoulders, stretch through the back of the neck. Really breathe in. Our breath naturally draws in fresh oxygen. And as we exhale, we release all the dust and toxins. And then inhale, lift the chin up to the chest. And these are simple practices that you can do just when you need a moment to step away from your work, to step away from life for a moment, to recharge and go inward. You are strong. You've done this work before. You've done harder work before. This will pass. We'll all get through this together. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Be well, everyone.